Wow, that's a big kauri tree.
After exploring the fate of kauri trees and learning about Enviroschools, COVID arrives in New Zealand and the country goes into lockdown. When will we sail again? After visiting all of New Zealand by camper van, it's high time we explore the surroundings of our base, Whangarei. We enjoy hikes in forests with native species. The biodiversity is enormous. Every square millimeter is covered with trees, plants, and mosses. Occasionally, we see a kauri tree. The slow-growing species once dominated the landscape of the North Island, but nowadays it's rare. We learn why at the Kauri Museum. When Europeans arrived in New Zealand, they cut more than 99% of all kauri trees to use the wood for ships, houses, furniture, and dinner plates. 100 years later, the industry collapsed because there were hardly any kauri trees left.
Fortunately, the kauri trees are better protected nowadays. To see the most majestic ones that survived the onslaught, we head to the Waipawa forest. The kauris today face new threats, such as a fungal disease called kauri dieback, so we clean our shoes before we enter the forest.
Just look at this kauri tree.
For the Maori, the kauri have always been protectors of the forest. Mother Earth and Father Heaven were stuck together until their son Tane pushed his parents apart with his legs of kauri. This is how light, life and time came into existence. That's why today's tallest kauri is called Tane Mahuta, the Lord of the Forest.
This is the tallest kauri tree in New Zealand and about 2,000 years old.
The kauri's tragic fate teaches us important lessons. When a system is based solely on profit, natural resources are plundered until it is no longer profitable. However, if the biosphere dies, we die too. It's high time we regard nature as something to which we belong and which we need to pass on to future generations, like the Maori do.
We're almost there. Whoa, look at that kauri tree.
This is the oldest and second largest kauri tree in the world. Look how impressive it is. One way New Zealand is enhancing respect for nature is through a school program called Enviroschools. It aims to create healthy, peaceful and sustainable communities. Some 1,500 schools participate in the highly successful program, involving some 350,000 students. We visit an Enviroschool in Kerikeri in the Bay of Islands to learn how the program is put into practice.
There's also another program where the Air Force go to Waipapa Stream again and do some tests in the water about the animals that live there, water pollution and invasive species that shouldn't be living there.
This is also a great way to look after the environment.
By the acorn tree over there, where Mrs. Bowron actually made a bug hotel with her class for to to keep the bugs safe from all the predators, and it's still there, and we've been checking up on it, and the bugs look happy.
The 8-year-olds have prepared the presentation about their Garden to Table program. Proudly, they tell us about the school's organic garden, which they look after and from which they prepare healthy dishes. The 11-year-olds show us a mini documentary about their rewilding work at a nearby island. Their efforts help indigenous birds survive. The school also has eco-warriors, students who promote reducing plastic waste and recycling.
In the assembly hall, the regional councillor praises the students for their efforts.
We rely on kaitiaki to do the mahi in the north. And you, as the pupils and as the adults of the future, are going to be the kaitiaki for Northland, for looking after this kaupapa of looking after the environment and sustainability of the region moving forward. So I really congratulate you.
He also emphasizes how the children take their learnings home.
That what the children are learning is actually reflecting and being reflected back by that adult support where it's happening, and that's how we are going to get it front and centre across the whole of not just being taught at schools, but taking it up into the family and the family situation and the home environment. And that's why we will be able to spread that kaupapa really well.
The school is recognized for achieving the Green Gold status after many years of implementing the program.
Te aloha, te whakapono, me te rangi mai e tātou tātou e. Anō. Te aloha, te whakapono, me te rangi mai e tātou tātou e.
But then COVID reaches New Zealand and the country goes into lockdown. We spend days cocooning on our boat and only go out to stretch our legs and buy groceries.
Going to the supermarket with the mask. It's level 4 lockdown. These are some of the measures, one by one into the shop.
Whangarei shows its calmest side. Even the playgrounds are closed. On walks we admire the town's many nature-themed murals. We frequently run the Hatea Loop or go into the forest.
Good morning to our morning run. We've just deposited our shower stuff in the bathroom. We're starting to run now. There's the marina. Let's go.
After 3 weeks, our region's lockdown regime is relaxed.
when our last boat part arrives, we can go sailing again. The only thing still tying us to shore is our camper van. Time to sell her.
Yeah.
Congratulations! Well, we called her Miss Nissy, but you're welcome
Nissy.
to call her anything you
Nissy
like.
as in N-I-S-S-Y. Nissy. I think we can go with that.
Those are Miss Nissy. Enjoy. Take care. And that concludes our adventures with Miss Nissy. The next days are filled with saying goodbye to our wonderful Whangarei friends.
After 11 months, we leave our lovely marina, go back out to sea again.
Woohoo!
Bye.
Finally!
Side drive.
We're going sailing again, finally! Bye bye, Whangarei!
Did you like this video?
And want to see more? Subscribe to our YouTube channel, like us on social media, become our patron on Patreon, or subscribe to our email newsletter on our website.